Hey, hello gamers. We're here. The final set of Ace Attorney games. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We got the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. Oh man. We're almost at the end. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. I can't believe it's almost over. I have become like an exclusive Ace Attorney streamer. We're here. This is the game I know the least about. I know it takes place way in the past. It's about the character's ancestors. I know it takes place in Japan. I know there's a lot of Japanese characters' names that I'm going to probably mispronounce, and I apologize. I'll do my best. I'm trying my best here. And yeah. I know it has Herlock Sholmes. We have an emote for Herlock Sholmes, the beloved. He's like all I really know about this game. And even then, it's not that much. So I'm very excited. Oh man. I can't believe we already finished Ace Attorney Investigations. I say already, it took us a year to beat it. Literally a year. I think we started September like 7th of last year. But yeah! Let's hop into it. All new characters to give voices to. The good thing about this is I don't have to remember any characters' voices from previous games because they're all new. Let's do this. New game. Oh, movie cutscene!
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors,
Voices.
a push for cultural transformation brought
I hope the audio is good.
Western influence to this far
Because again, it's a new game.
nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Uh-huh. Oh! No! Who was it?
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh, I know that guy! He's on the cover. Bienvenue à la Carnival, The Adventures of the Great Departure, Episode 1. Ooh. Ah, here we are! Oh! Why? Why is the text noise so much scarier? 22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants Antechamber 5. Oh, here we are! Oh, it's always so exciting starting a new game. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh! Hello, bailiff. What? Oh, no, nothing. Savior Claire's murderer. It wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game if the main character wasn't accused of murder at least once. I think the only one that wasn't was... I think Apollo. I think Apollo Justice is the only main character of an Ace Attorney game who's never even been accused of murder. Good for him. We're starting straight off the bat with being accused of murder, though. That's different. Sorry. Ugh. I'm gonna be so bad at pronouncing these. I know his last name is Naruhodo, because that's also Phoenix Wright's last name in Japanese. How to pronounce that? I feel like it's gonna be a lot of that. Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Gotcha. Ryunosuke. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! It's me, Mysterious Voice. There's no, like, question mark names in this game. They just don't have labels. I've seen this guy a little bit, too. I know a bit about this guy. I know he's pretty. Who said that? He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Oh, for real? I don't have to do anything? I can just sit back? Hell yeah. Awesome. Thanks for doing the whole game for me. Lawyer? Yes. And the judge has given his verdict on the case. No one has the right to treat him as a criminal, so you will hold your tongue. Yes! Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Oh, get him! Get him! He's so anime. Look at his bandana. It constantly has a wind blowing against it. Oh, hi. Right? Ryunosuke? I already forgot. Hold on, I'm gonna keep it up on my phone until I get it right. Ryunosuke. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Ah. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? No, I did it. Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. It's weird to be back to first person again after a year of controlling the little sprite of Edgeworth. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean... I believe in you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Ryu? Ryu? No. Ska. Ryunosuke. I'm going to practice this so much off camera. Am I pronouncing it right even to begin with? Hold on. There's a YouTube video. Oh no, that's an ad! I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Oh, more names that seem hard to pronounce. Hold on, let me learn. Oh wait. Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Okay, that seems easier actually. Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Okay, now how do I pronounce his name? Ryunosuke. Soji. Soji. Okay. Kazuma Soji, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong too. I'm not gonna look up everything. He'll be here all day. But he's far more clever than I. Oh. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Oh. Were you saying this all out loud? The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. I made their voices too similar, I gotta fix that. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. A whole 3 days before a trial. Wow, that's impressive. Congratulations, Kazuma. Are we on a date? What is happening? Why is this so romantic? Looks like you're gonna get to study abroad at last. Study abroad? No, I'm studying overseas. Sorry. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. And proud. As your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. It's the constant wind blowing his bandana. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean, to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. And come with me, oh my god. I was just joking about this being romantic. This is like actually romantic. What the hell? Let's run away together. Then come with me. Are we about to, like, kiss right now? We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Right. I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then. Partner. Oh my god. I don't know about you guys, but there is a lot of tension in this little restaurant right now. My goodness. Starting on strong with it, huh? Partner. Oh my gosh, he faded away into the abyss. I misread that. I misread that so bad. I thought it just said I was straight after that. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Oh my gosh. I need to set this controller down. There we go. Stop it. I hate when they're off screen because I don't know what voice to give them. Soji, may I have a word? Now which one was talking? Probably him. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Soji. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. Well, he's clearly a professor. That's how Kazuma addressed him. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the classroom. Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Ugh, this is awkward. Nice weather. If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. He's studying other broads? I'm sorry, I already made that joke. Soji has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Yeah, that's all we are. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Soji has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that the permission will be revoked and never granted again. Damn, that's crazy. High stakes. What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asoji may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? Hold on 1 second. Okay. It got deadly silent. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Okay. Now, hold on again, 1 second. Okay, we're back. Alright, what are the peculiarities? Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right? So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Are we getting married? I do? Ah, he said it! I know, pronounce. But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Ah! Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. I don't think they're very surreptitious. So allow me to surmise. Kazuma Asoji must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Ugh. Is it gonna be me? Why do I have to defend myself? Sure, okay. Kazuma's not gonna be our attorney. Whatever. That's fine. Can I get another attorney? Why do I have to defend it? I don't even think... Like... What? It shouldn't be on me. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Oh my god. Why are they so mean to me? They made the world turn black and white. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Am I telling a story? My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Hell yeah, destiny. To be continued. Alright, it's time. Oh, why are we so stupid? Why do I look so panicked? Why are his eyes so wide open? So this is a courtroom. Hey! They're letting me, the defendant, stand next to the defense attorney? That's interesting. I don't think that's been done in these games before. Unless, of course, the attorney is the one defending themselves. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Me neither. They're all shadowy. Ah! Poppy Nutella! Thank you for the raid! Hello! Welcome on in! How are you? Hello, hello! Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Oh. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. Good, how's it going? It's going good! It's going good! Glad to hear you're good. What were you up to? What were you up to? What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Hey! Oh. Oh! New judge. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. You look familiar.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. Trying to gain an achievement in Untitled Goose Game, or you have to speedrun a level, but the NPCs were rage-baiting me, so I didn't get in the end, unfortunately. Oh no! Dank. How's Great Ace Attorney going? It's going great so far. We just barely started it, but it's going great. I love this world already. I love these characters. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. You're gonna love it, trust me. Oh, I'm so excited. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? Oh, it's it! That's it! This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I gotta defend me. I gotta do the job. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Wait and see. Let's just not progress the game. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate advocate for his defense. It's me! I'll do it. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? This is unprecedented. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything. Just now, before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. Oh no, I have so much faith in you. You're so cool with your constant blowing bandana. You think I won't be able... Sorry. That was kind of funny. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Oh, objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Hell yeah! Look how confident I am. Definitely no panic in those eyes. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Hmm? Oh, yes, exactly! Very confident me. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Thank you for the lurk! And thank you for the raid. It's very much appreciated. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. Oh, he's got a fan. You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning if you're an idiot. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. I don't know who I murdered. That's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But... wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Like ancestor, like descendant. I feel like I've heard that exact phrasing before from a Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ryunosuke? No, that's me, not the victim. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. Are you finally gonna give me the button to open the court record? Because I don't have it, and I have been trying. It's so much of a habit to open the court record over and over. Especially at the start of a stream. But I do not have a court record. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. Yeah! What's the court record button? Tell me. Tell me. It's my favorite button. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of R1. If you ever find you're forgetting something, just consult that. It's all in there. I can't yet. I'm pressing it, Kazuma. I can't open it yet. I just have to press R1 for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. There we go! Yay! Court record! This is a list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R1. University collar pin. Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yume University. I always wear it on the collar of my uniform jacket. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Gotcha. Alright. Kazuma Soji, 23. Oh, I am older than him. His second year at the Imperial Yume University, he's my best friend, and despite being a lawyer, despite being a student, a qualified defense lawyer as well. Eugene Mikotoba, 42. Medical school professor at the Imperial Yume University. He's an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. That's another one I'm gonna have to look up. Taketsuchi? How to pronounce Taketsuchi? Taketsuchi, okay? Ouchie. Ouchie. Okay. Okay, I get it. Ouchie. That's funny. Like Winston Payne. Ouchie. That's funny. Okay. And who do we got? Oh! John H. Wilson. Maybe I should look up the pronunciation on that one too, just to be sure. John H. Wilson, 47, the victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Thanks, buddy. You remind me of someone from long past. Or I guess from future. Now you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press triangle to present. Try it now.
Yes! Yes!
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yuma University 3 years ago. Yummy? You know what? Last one. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that, because I've been pronouncing it one way this whole time, but now I'm not sure. What does it even mean? I'm actually... it means famous or well-known. Interesting. You may. Okay, yeah. You may. That's close enough. Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire. Is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together, after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. What kind of My Little Pony-esque title is the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation? That's so funny. I love it. It's so cutesy.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yuma University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Ugh, but I didn't do it. It wasn't me. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. Well, that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. Gotcha. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. In case it wasn't aware to the audience. The nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime, and I picked up the gun apparently, because we saw that in the opening intro. Oh, Kazuma! Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Oh. You're making my heart flitter. He's so pretty. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. Bad idea. So I went over to the professor's table. and introduce myself to Dr. Wilson. Ah! Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency? How did the Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. Where's our autopsy? Oh, it's post-mortem report. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Time of death, 19th of November, shortly after 2 p.m. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Male. British. State before the court the cause of death. Now, Kazuma, do not tell me I can find the post-mortem report in the court record. I know. The cause of death? Well, obviously, that was... we just read it. No, don't tell me, I know! I know! I've played these games. All of them! Every single one of them up until this point. Runosuke, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Ah!
Yes!
Well... Oh, the little papers! According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Hemorrhagic death. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry. Yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report. In the West, the doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. So, if it wasn't the body wasn't actually, like, dissected or anything, does that mean, okay, does his line mean anything? Like, for the context? Or is it just, like, explaining why it's called a post-mortem report and not an autopsy report? Or is he trying to say, like, hint towards the future, like, oh, he wasn't actually killed by a gunshot, he died because of blah 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 blah. We just didn't do an autopsy, so we didn't know that. We saw bullet, we put down bullet. Or it could just be, that's why it's called postmortem instead of autopsy. I could be overthinking. I'm sorry, I played these games way too much. I overthink every line of dialogue. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Okay. He's got steak behind him. Why is his chair turned around? You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. Yeah. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Sure. Fair enough. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. Modern. Photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. Wonder what year this is. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Okay. So when did they start getting photographs in Japan? Then we could date the game. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Ugh. This is it, then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I could still act as your assistant. Yay! Assistant! Welcome to the Weird Girl Assistants, Kazuma. Happy to have you. Of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Soji must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Why? He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Okay, so the headband is canonically doing that. That's just a thing he can do. Honestly, it is terrifying. And I also love that they have their the symbols of the attorney's badges and stuff as armbands. Like, I noticed that on Ouchie. He had a Ouchie had the prosecutor's badge on his armband, and Kazuma has it on his. I think that's cool. Also, does he have a sword? Did I just notice that? Did he always have a sword? Or katana or something? Witness, state your name and occupation for the record, for the court, please. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. It's French. Oh! Buddy, you got a little ketchup there. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, It's ketchup. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern corridor was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits into my memory of it, too. There's hardly anyone else in the place. It was Kazuma. He did it. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. Ah! A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Why were you... Yeah, why did you pick up a gun? Oh, well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But... The next time you interrupt in an inappropriate time, you'll be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. If I may confirm 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait. What did he just say? There was no one else around that table? What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... Oh. There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Oh. Really? Oh, really? A woman? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still. What should I do? Do it! Do it! No balls. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Oh no. Dear me. Dear me. Well, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? I'm not. But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. No. I'm always right. Look at my glasses. You can't even see my pupils. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. Wait, I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. Okay. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. No, I can't see. I see a big red X, and that's it. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. He's acting sus. Who's that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. He's dying! Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The head waiter's business card, a sketch of the restaurant's layout is in the back. Stop it! Stop it! Stop coughing! So. The court has now heard a process of the case. Kitchen entrance.
Ooh, magnifying glass. That's cutesy. Okay. I can magnifying glass everything. Is this going to be helpful ever? Cutesy. That doesn't need to be magnified. Oh. How old are you? 29. Satoru Hosonaga. The head waiter of the European-style restaurant Le Carnaval. He was serving there on the day of the incident. Yes. At the moment, the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. This drawing does not prove anything. It does not show who was sitting anywhere. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. No. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You said it, you said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so was the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryanosuke. Ah! The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Ayy. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Yeah! Indeed. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses, kindly state your name and occupations for the court. 2 at once? Yes, sir! The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Aiza Nosa, reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the effervescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises on the 2nd District, Kyoryo Korekuta, at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties in regarding the curios with which I make my business.
I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Me either. You and I are one and the same. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at Le Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have had an interest in new antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantry man over there who would... What was that noise? What was that? I was talking, I didn't really hear it. It was that black uniformed rogue infantry man over there who unloaded his firearms, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Okay! So that was in the game. Okay. That was weird. What was that? So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment he shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? Never. If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir! It happened again! Every time I'm talking, I don't really hear it. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most
acerbic afternoon. What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden courier to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. It sounds like a baby. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Okay. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! I heard it that time, and I wasn't talking over it. That wicked university... He's got a knife. That wicked university cadet, sir! The cruel and unforgivable enemy! What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, I didn't kill him. Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Why? Don't pick up guns, kids. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. And when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up...
So you shot him.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal in the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now. I cross-examine! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial.
Yes!
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense demands its right to cross-examine. To a cross-examination.
He knows that word? Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Achimaki headband boy next to me told me to do it. How pathetic.
I do anything he tells me.
Look at him. He's so pretty and mysterious.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. It's a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no expertise. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? Because it's my right? I have a right to it? The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Kazumo, let's kiss.
Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Kazuma is so commanding and sexy and cool.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
Oh, you sound like Mia.
How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that what the soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Yeah! Alright then.
The little tiny slaps.
You gotta get some power behind that, buddy.
It's all or nothing.
Ooh. What the witnesses saw. Okay.
Yes.
What? Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? He's never... I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. I just pressed the press button. And just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you. Alright then, this beef steak you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Attention! Beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir.
So, next question. Little hand raise is so cute. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it! Yes, sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir. Hey, buddy? Kazuma? Guys, he's really pretty. He's really pretty, especially when he stands like that. Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? Sorry, I'll do my best. Stop looking at me like that. So, next question. Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying noise? Negative! Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover. Affirmative. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden courier to the military gentleman. At the precise moment a firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. And from the back. Okay. He was shot in the front.
Yes!
He's so cutesy. Kazuma, what do I do? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, he said he was shot from the back, and that's impossible because the bullet wound's on the front and there was no exit wound. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. Naruhodo slams on the desk just sound like slaps. I know, they're so light. He's got to put some power behind it. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Yeah! You tell him. Kazuma... what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Aiza Noza. Yes, sir. What, sir? That's... the statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Kazuma knows how to play the game. He's played all these games before. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. What the? My controller just kept vibrating. And why not, Cadet? Because, Kazuma, what do I say? Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Sergeant? Sergeant, it appears you have a child on your back, Sergeant. Or some kind of otherworldly creature, Sergeant. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Hi! Hi, Captain Ampus! Hi! Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Oh, it's back. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steaks, sir! What? The last testimony the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. Has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This weakness, Sergeant Aizanoza did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Hell yeah. He didn't see nothing. Ugh, that's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Get him! Get him! Destroy him! Destroyed. Oh, the little baby on the back. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from that one discrepancy. There's been a complete what? A turnabout? So this is what being— Oh! He said it! He said turnabout and then he said an ace attorney. Roll the credits. We are done. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Yes! Yes, I did do that. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Oh, he said the words. We are on schedule. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Ah, of course. Treasure? Ah! Indeed. Also them noises, though. The hoy... Oh, I don't know how to say that. Hoye era koban. My prize coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habit to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I preferred my treasure. I believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. It was taken and Zakaban vanished. Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. The second most tragic thing that day. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoy treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. Yeah. No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoy Kaban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. I wonder. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, this witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. We must have witnessed one amazing magician. Wow. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? No, you! Oh, he's doing this pose again. I like when he does that pose. He looks very pretty. He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kariko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir! At once, sir! Awaiting signal to testify, sir! Excuse me? But there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. There's nothing there. Affirmative. The newest member of the Noza family to rise up to the ranks, sir. Name Ido. Aw. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Damn. Roasted him. Ido, attention! Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, the true culprit. Well, well, well. Oh man, what a great game so far. I am loving this game. It's so fun. These characters are already so cool. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Let's get to the end screen. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna send you guys off on a raid. Let's find someone to raid. How about you? Can I raid you? Yeah. This has been so fun. I can't wait to play more. I'm loving this game so much already.
Thank you guys for joining me. It's been an absolute blast. We'll be back again. I'll probably stream tomorrow.
Might play Deltarune. We'll see. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I'll catch you all later. Sending you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.